Variety of landscapes. We have the Baltic Sea in the north and the Alps in the south, and there's so much to discover in our country.
The food and natural landscape and weather.
Our architecture, because we have different kinds of architecture no matter where you are.
Country is that we have amazing landscapes and the food is so good and tasty.
What I like the most about Romania are the people in this country, always so positive and willing to help.
And that's already quite a hard one. I like a lot of things about the Netherlands, but I think if I had to choose one thing, it would be the overall open-mindedness of the people. And obviously there are exceptions and there can be a lot of improvements, but I think overall, generally speaking, the Netherlands is a very progressive and open-minded country that is willing to change, willing to include people. It's very inclusive, and that is what I love most about it. It's very progressive, very tolerant, very open-minded.
Obviously, it's a cuisine. Polish cuisine is the best.
Basically, the fact that we have almost everything nature-wise. We have the mountains, the sea, lots of forests. In the winter, we have usually we have snow, and in the summer we have good temperatures. Okay, semi-good temperatures.
I like the hospitality the people are giving the strangers, and our landscapes and the sea.
Beautiful natural. There is a lot of caves, castles and national parks.
Personally, I like how punctual everyone is, meaning that everyone is always there on time. I like how inclusive everyone is, meaning that people embrace people of different countries and different cultures. And I like how polite everyone is.
That during the summer, the sun only sets for a few hours, and it gives you a feeling that you have time for everything, and it's a magical feeling.
I'd say the spicy cuisine with all the paprika, but also the pretty unique language, yeah.
Well, I like the humbleness of the people. Humble in the sort of way where, despite social and economic divides, large social and economic divides between different groups of people, we can all meet and be together with no problem. There isn't really this gated communities phenomenon which we see some other places. There's a little, but it's not that much, and you can easily just intermingle between the different social classes. Like, for example, if you have a child who goes to kindergarten and you're from like the lowest economic social class, you can and someone else in that kindergarten has a parent from the highest socioeconomic class, there's no problem. You can easily intermingle, and because we have this rather well-founded community.
Is the diversity of landscapes, because here we have nature, we have the coast, a beautiful coast, and also different types of cities. Here there are a lot of cities that are important, for example Barcelona, Madrid.
Innovative minds, because we have a lot of events, huge events happening annually each year. For example, a discussion festival called Putent, which ranges from political discussions to ecological discussions. And I also really enjoy Kaunas, my home city, because I think it's a really artistic city, and it's a great place for young artists to express themselves.
I love the nature about Austria, because we have beautiful mountains, we have a lot of forests, lakes, and you can always just enjoy your time in nature. And Austria or Vienna, or also Vienna, is very green, so there are many parks and trees and stuff like that, so you don't feel like you're trapped in the city and you have to get out, because in the city there are also many green places.
The diversity of nature and history. The city center was once a fortress, and there are still 10% of remaining. If you go more in the north of the country, we have a lot of castles and forests which hide beautiful and natural treasures.
I love our nature because in some places it's really diverse and so that means that you can see a lot of different species around the Czech Republic. Another thing is awesome beer and beautiful women. The beer is that one thing that we are known worldwide, which might be kinda sad, but we are also incredibly proud of our beer. The last thing I would like to mention is our great passport, because we are able to get to many countries around the world without even needing a visa.
Is the location. Belgium is really central in Europe, and from Brussels it's really easy to travel everywhere. And the city is also called the capital of Europe, so I guess that's the reason.